Hi Hannah, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Good, good. What a week, huh?
So all our predictions did not.
I think there's two things. One is that I wasn't expecting this outcome.
Yeah,
Second is I think it's got to do with the fact that we all exist in our
on
because of social media in our silos. So we
yeah,
only talk to people who agree with us, and so we are really out of touch of reality. And
clearly.
it came as a big shock and surprise, especially the margins, number of seats, number of ministers who lost their. But
Which
yeah,
states? I mean, in across, I think across Kerala and Tamil Nadu, I think
yeah.
what we predicted were completely off the charts. Actually, it was not at all the way that you were thinking it would go.
I for me, I wasn't paying attention to the other states because
Okay, you are
I
like
was
focused on.
well, I was just focused on Kerala. My only thing for left to continue was that I thought the continuity is good. And whenever the Congress rules, there's a lot of infighting, which you can see even now. I mean, they have not even formed the government, and they're already fighting amongst themselves. Who's going to be chief minister?
They
So
cannot
there's
choose.
really
They cannot choose a chief minister yet, right? That's the
no,
main
no.
thing now. No,
They're
yeah.
saying it'll be done by Sunday, which is 10th.
And the
Um,
three main the part that I didn't understand was there was a split between the son of Jose K. Mani who lost his seats or something
no,
like
Jose
that.
K. Mani is the son. He's not
Yeah.
the chief minister candidate.
No, I meant like the part that he split from the traditional Congress party
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Kerala Congress split, and so they lost. Like they contested in 12. They had about 6 or 7 MLAs. They lost everything. They're zero.
yeah. Yeah.
And then Kerala Congress Joseph, which is now called Kerala Congress,
Okay.
of which our uncle is a part of. He his they've won like 7 or 8, I think. So they are maybe entitled to two ministers or one minister and a chief whip or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to watch. But I think chief minister it could be. I don't think Ramesh Chinnathala will be chief minister.
No.
So it will be either KC Venugopal or
VD
VD
solution.
Sadition. So
I think everyone's favorite is this Mr. VD Sadition person, right? Because I keep getting all these forwards on on WhatsApp and across, even on my Instagram stories. People are just reposting his photo. I'm like, that's not how you are chosen. Just because you chose.
with Congress, you never know because it all decides on high command. So I think amongst the MLAs, people have preferred KC Venugopal,
Okay.
but uh, when it comes to the local support and things like that, there is a strong push for VT sedition
Yeah.
because he was leader of opposition. He ran the campaign. He did all these things. So we'll only get to know
What
maybe
is?
by Sunday who's going to be the chief minister.
Yeah. And I think we'll talk about what happened in Tamil Nadu as well because I find it super interesting that
Yeah,
once again our neighborhood state has voted for a cinema star actually
yeah.
and who has no experience in politics and I mean I
But do
know
you
that
need? But do you
already
need experience in politics? You need experience in politics to get elected.
yeah,
Do you? I don't think you need administrative capabilities to be, this
at
thing.
least a bit of governance would be good I think
There's
no
not enough movies about social good and how to be, this thing.
so
The
he's
key
good
thing
so
is, yeah, the key thing is it's communication. You're able to sell your ideas and visions and everything to people.
in that one I think he has won.
Yeah, yeah. So he's been able to communicate with people really well. And if for some reason it's a hung, and they don't, and nobody's able to form a government, and if there is a re-election, he will win all the seats
Yeah.
because now he's people have understood that okay, this is not some guy who will get 10 seats or 12 seats. It's going to be this thing.
But everybody was wrong about his the like his margin though. Everybody thought
Yeah.
he would get like 60 or something and then that would be it. But
No, only one exit poll said that he's going to get 120 seats.
who
You
was
know,
it?
Access My India. They
Okay.
also predicted about Kerala UDF getting close to 100 seats.
Okay.
And
Well,
Bengal, they said they don't want to do the exit poll because too many people said they don't want they don't want to give their responses.
Okay. Okay.
So it made a big difference.
Yeah.
And so where are you now? You're still in south of France, or so not south, west of France, or you're back in
No, I'm
Paris?
in Strasbourg actually. In Strasbourg.
Strasbourg.
Yeah.
Strasbourg is in France, or where
It's
is it?
it's eastern France. It's right like next to the border between France and Germany.
Yeah, it even sounds German. Strasbourg.
Yeah,
Doesn't
Strasbourg.
sound, yeah.
It used to be part of the Prussian Empire, so the German
Yeah.
Empire has always been going back and forth between France and Germany. It's been like a place of that is shifting, but now it's in France for now.
Yeah, I
Hopefully,
think I'll stay there for, yeah,
yeah.
for the near future. And you're there on work, or you're on
No, it's just
holiday?
it's just long weekend.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
today
long
is
weekend for what? Mother's Day?
no, no. Today is like the day. It's I think it's the day that the something related to the war actually.
Okay.
Uh, there have been many days like this. I don't know exactly what particular day, but
Hmm.
liberation or something like this. Yeah.
Yeah, could be, could be. And so long weekend. So you're back in Paris next week.
Yes, back in Paris
Yeah,
next.
I'm off to Dubai next week. I flew back via Dubai, and
Yeah.
10 minutes before our flight is going to land,
Yeah.
they said there are some operational issues,
Oh
and we
God.
had to divert our plane, and we landed in Muscat, and
And it's
we were on the runway in Muscat for close to 5 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. And when I looked at my Twitter, it's because they had started firing again. So
that was there was
yeah,
some missiles on the
yeah. So then we flew back to Dubai, and everything was well organized and everything. So I waited for an hour and got on the plane to come to Singapore.
Okay. So more
So
or less smooth given the whole
yeah, yeah, yeah. I made the mistake of telling people in the family group that
yeah,
Tina was a mama and everyone, and so they were all more worried than me. Next time, I should just
just when you
wait,
land.
land, and then tell everyone.
Yeah.
Um,
So even those things that I mean it was so peaceful, not peaceful, but kind of peaceful. And
hmm.
now it doesn't look like they have a deal as well, right? It's on the verge of going back again, you think?
Yeah, today there was some firing according to some news channels, but the planes are flying. The I think the main issue is I think the last bit of negotiation. People try
Yeah.
to really push their envelope. Both are trying to push here and there, but
Yeah.
you never know what where it'll end. And I also don't know in Iran who do they talk to, because there is like so many different parts of the Revolutionary Guard and all these things. So how do you make a deal, and who do you make that deal with?
It's
So
always
it's
interesting to see, who your interlocutors are from
yeah,
the
yeah,
Revolutionary Guard side.
yeah. And your intellect have to be really good. For them, they have Pakistan. Half the thing would be, you know, what do we get? What's our cut?
No, but
So,
for me, the most interesting part was them doing their whole like not conclave, but the whole thing in Karachi. What like that is your that is your neutral playground.
yeah, it's quite alarming and insane. But I'm hopeful that you know because how long can they keep this going? And I think some truce has to come, because Iran has no other outlets. They need supplies and things. But the interesting thing is, on the map, in the north of Iran is the Caspian Sea,
Mm-hmm.
and it's landlocked.
Yeah.
But that gives them straight access to all the countries bordering the Caspian Sea, which is Russia, Azerbaijan,
Yeah.
Turkmenistan, and all these things.
Yes.
And so they're able to do trade and transfer goods and everything over there
Yeah, and
without much
they have
interference.
links with Iran and Russia, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
they have and
I think
and what and I think even Azerbaijan also I think they have are they enemies or allies?
no. Azerbaijan is allied with the US and with Europe. Turkey is NATO member, but there's strong. But Turkmenistan, I'm not sure. Russia, definitely, they have a strong relationship.
Turkmenistan is a close country almost, right? Like
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I haven't done any research on that country. I know what it looks like in a map, but
yeah.
I haven't done any much research on it. But Yeah, so that they have access there, and then but everywhere else they are in a quite a tight spot. So I
Yeah,
think,
but also I don't think you're negotiating with somebody who's like thinking about the good of the world. Also,
yeah,
you have you're opposing your the person you're facing is Trump. So I think he has other things to worry about than the future of Iran. I don't think he cares so much about it.
he says he stopped 15 wars. So this could be maybe he's just starting the war to finish it, so that becomes another thing.
Wait
But
for the
you
next
never
one.
know. Yeah, yeah. But it's going to be interesting the next 2 weeks in Kerala and Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
Also Bengal, because Mamta Banerjee said that she's not going to resign as chief
Yes.
minister. But
Yeah.
I don't think that makes any sense because the governor has already dissolved the assembly, so they can just go ahead. They can just,
Mm. But I just think that I was thinking about it in terms of, okay, we had that. I have some friends from Bengal who are like sharing stories about the fact that about the win and everything, and the whole India alliance is kind of in shambles now. We can say
yeah, absolutely.
that
India,
is,
yeah, India alliance, I think, has already been in shambles for a long time.
yeah,
The thing is, either the Congress has to come to a size of that of the BJP. They have to win, one of the heartland states, or there has to be like what the CPIM was in 2004. Get 60 seats, so it's got that base and all that. Otherwise, now it's all skewed towards one side. There isn't much anyone can do.
right. So then, what is the? I mean, the next election is in what, in 3 years? So what is the? I mean, that is in 2029, I think. So what will be the question? Is what will the opposition look like? Where would that come from? Who would be the leaders? Because the ones who are trying to lead from even Tamil Nadu, like MK Stalin and all of those people, are not in power anymore. In fact, right?
Yeah,
So I'm just thinking, like in the yes, I think it's good to see a change of government, going from DMK to AIDMK and then having a new party. It's always good to see a new the democracy is working in that way. But for me, the whole of like, okay, what will the opposition look like is a question now because of this breakage. I think.
I think. Look, nationally, Congress still has its roots everywhere. I think Rahul Gandhi is growing in popularity,
Yeah.
but he has to strike the right alliances,
Yeah.
and bet and put his efforts into places that he should win. Like Maharashtra, they're completely gone. Andhra, they are completely gone. But Telangana, they have. Madhya Pradesh, there. So those states, he should just focus on those states. There's no point in him coming to Kerala and trying to win seats there and coming to Tamil Nadu. It's not Tamil Nadu next election. If Vijay does well and his popularity stays, he's going to win
Yeah.
all the Lok Sabha seats. So I think they have to find the right people in each place and try to get them. But the problem is, they themselves, the Congress themselves, are attacking the India alliance. Like the kind of things when Arvind Kejriwal was picked up for that liquor scam. You know,
Yeah.
he should be arrested. They said, well, found based on what the court itself said, there is no basis here. This whole thing is like a fiction. And at that time, I think that was a failure. I mean, on the Congress's part. Just because they are your competition in Delhi
Mm.
doesn't mean you support him being locked up by the ED and CBI.
Yeah.
You should
Yeah.
have a principled stand, regardless of your political this thing. But I think that kind of maturity to come in the Congress, it needs much more fresh blood, and because there's too many people who are too political over there, and it's
Yeah.
political self-interest. That's why they can't choose a chief minister now, because they are all fighting against each other. So they need to look. The more they win, the more they'll be able to spread around all their
But for
winnings.
that, you need some internal unity first, no? For the thing.
Yeah, I think internal unity is a huge issue with the Congress.
But I think I've been hearing about the fact that they have problems internally since I was a child. I think
Yeah,
I've kept hearing this narrative for the
yeah,
past 15 years. At some point we have to unify at some point, right? Like,
No, they call this the like how the Americans say, they say that this is like a big tent party. People of all kinds, everybody's there. But yeah, you have a big tent, but don't fight inside. No, you should have some kind of structure, and it's it's sad. I mean, they were such a strong party, and now they can't even put together to
can't
win one
even
election.
decide. I can't even decide. I don't know what you think about having like, I don't know what you think about having like one charismatic leader and like following that person. Maybe that's what they. I mean, I don't think they have that
They have
for
one
sure.
charismatic leader. Rahul Gandhi is the supreme leader. But the thing is that, the supreme leader should have capable people to, okay, let's win this, let's do this, let's do that. But,
But is his supremeness the same as his forefather's supremeness? I'm not sure.
no. I mean, he was fighting a different animal at that time, his
Yeah.
forefather. This
Hmm.
animal is a little different animal. So I think he needs to change. They need to get more aggressive and focus. Like in this time in Kerala, Congress was very aggressive. That's why they, stood out. I'm also hoping that the communists will come back in 5 years, and
Yeah.
they've learned their lesson, and they can find out where they made mistakes. But I think this anti-incumbency itself was very strong, so it was like a wave of anti-incumbency. So I think in 5 years' time, surely Pinarayi Vijayan won't be there. So they have to now
No.
nurture a second level of leadership. They have
There
to
was an
be.
interesting article in The Economist about Kerala, by the way. Like, I think last week or 2 weeks ago,
Mhm.
and it was talking about the fact that okay, Kerala is a very highly developed state, literacy, high rates of living, all the
Yeah.
usual PR that we love giving about
Hmm.
ourselves, right? But the fact that the state is existing on remittances from abroad,
Yeah.
and also borrowing to pay back the salaries of its people, basically,
Mhm. Mhm.
which which in the long term is not sustainable, right? Like, you cannot. And to your point, what you said last time about the fact that um yeah, our land price is so heavy, so we cannot obviously have this like large
That's
tracts
true.
going to industry, but more in the sense of having more light sectors like technology and these kind of things. But I don't know what do you think about that?
I think remittances are okay. It's a form
Okay.
of exports, So we
Intellectual.
export our yeah we export our intelligence and our good-looking people, and we get money for it. So I think that is fine.
Yeah.
In terms of borrowings, I think that economist journalist hasn't done their homework really well,
Okay.
because whatever they have borrowed in terms of KIFP has been put into infrastructure, uh, not for paying salaries and things like that. And KIFP's infrastructure things are starting to pay back, because the roads have been improved vastly. The schools, all of them are smart schools. So that is into developmental things, and it's a masala bond which is on the LS, London Stock Exchange, and they are given, a government has given a guarantee, but KIFP is paying those things when it's due. It'll be payable back. um, the other worrying thing for me in terms is that a lot of our revenue comes from excise, which is on alcohol, and lottery.
Yes.
Um, I think they should on the lottery thing. I think they should go like how Singapore and all have gone.
What is
To a
that?
certain extent, Goa as well. Keep it for like, instead of uh, retail low end lottery kind of thing, go for mega casino projects, like Vegas or things like that,
Ah,
and have it big, because then high spenders come and your revenue is also more. It's
yeah.
anyway, we are a tourist destination. In Goa, they do it on these boats, which is that earns the government a lot of money and things, because it's considered offshore, even though they are just on the river. I think that kind of thing, identify 2 3 areas in Kerala and give them casino licenses.
Maybe some
And
houseboat casinos in
yeah, it could be a boat or a ship on a. But no, I think they can do on land. Like what they've done in Singapore. There's like 2 3 places you can do it, and it brings in a lot of people who spend a lot of money. If Singaporeans or permanent residents want to go out there and gamble, we have to pay like $150.
Oh, you
So
you also have to pay.
yeah, we have to pay
Okay.
to enter. But the foreigners and people who are normal residents in terms of work permit and all that, they don't have to pay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they just want to encourage the people who are citizens and permanent residents not to gamble.
Right.
So
And
they,
the
so they
others.
put it, others can come and gamble. So the same way you can do that. If you're a tourist, if you can show your Aadhaar card or passport to show that. Sri Lanka also has the same,
Okay.
casino thing. I think that way it'll increase the revenue on that front.
Yeah.
Again, when it comes to alcohol, I think we should start making more alcohol in our state,
Yeah.
because now we are importing it from
Abroad.
Bangalore and all these other places.
From microbreweries from
Now
Kerala would.
microbreweries and all these things. So people who want to drink, let them drink. I don't drink, so for me it doesn't matter that much. But I think if you're going to make revenue out of these things, let's make it big revenue,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
also
let's
not
go big on
affecting.
the
Yeah,
on the.
this thing. Yeah. Otherwise, we're just importing it and then trying to get the excise revenues minuscule.
Mm.
I think that's a good way to the government to make money and also boost a lot of tourism.
Yeah.
So that would be a good way. Other than that, I think most see the thing is there are some of these big industries, whether it is like health tourism or if it is IT and all that. I don't think they are mass employers, and I don't think going forward there'll be the large manufacturing or HMT or all. I think that phase, that era is over. So
What about some data centers, for example?
yeah, yeah. So data centers also hardly any people,
Yeah,
and
we
our land is expensive, so we
water
can't have data
to cool
centers.
the machines,
Yeah,
those.
water. We have water to cool the machine. So, but I think what the government should push for is uh, more of small businesses, even in advanced countries like in Singapore and all that. Most of the economy is full of small and medium companies, SMEs.
Right.
So we should enable that, some two, three people can come together and start an enterprise. That is enough to look after their families and, things like that. And they should produce high value things, or high value services.
Yeah.
If it's two friends who are good accountants or bookkeepers, they should be encouraged to do, back office accounting work, from across the world. They should be able
Right.
to.
Right, right. And now all these back office stuff are in Chennai or in Bangalore and stuff that can come here,
Yeah,
I think these
they,
kind of
they,
things we can also
they can
attract.
do it for the whole country first, and they can even do it abroad. It shouldn't be a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
I think there is also a good opportunity because we have more high end real estate development, but not for the construction jobs. But what it does is that it also creates an entire class of employment in real estate sales.
Yes. Mm.
So realtor sales, real estate sales could be good commission income,
Yeah.
and also brings in a lot of people who want to settle in Kerala. So that boosts the economy.
Yeah.
That will be a major plus sign.
Mm. So more on like the
And
asset management kind of side, kind of
yeah,
investing in these kind of real estates
yeah. Also, I
portfolios.
think the government should encourage people or help them
Mm-hmm.
to, in their early careers, like in their 20s, to get some kind of housing. Because what it does is that gives you an asset base, and once you have that, then you can use it as an asset to do other things. So that could be also another way.
But first, we need to get out of this debt bill that we have, because I mean, all of
I'm
these
not.
things are financing too again and again. I think we have to replenish a little bit the ratios.
No, I think the state of, like, maybe I studied economics long before you, so the thoughts and ideas have changed. But in a growth phase or a developing economy phase, I think we have to borrow, we have to have debt, but we have to use it wisely,
Yeah,
because we need to create the foundation for a better growth.
right, right. No, but
Yeah.
I think debt is not bad.
Yeah.
It's just that when you're servicing, when you're servicing your debt more than you're investing, that's when it becomes
Yeah.
not very
Yeah.
profitable to actually take more and more, right? Because where is the flow of the debt going?
Yeah.
That is important question. I mean, I have to look into it more because I don't know exactly how we use it. But I would be interested to see what is the proportion that is actually invested and what is just borrowing that is debt service, right?
Yeah. The I think, see, politicians, when they want to win elections, they will borrow money and put into all these things that is not going to give back any kind of returns. That's why they give all these pension schemes and all. It helps the people, but it's not going to. I mean, in a sense, it does help the economy, because what are these people going to do with money? They're going to go spend it in, their local economies. Yeah, so that would be a injection of money into the economy. But where they need to stop is the leakages and the inefficiency. I mean, I was quite happy that the KSRTC was able to be turned around. They did that by cutting excessiveness, they by looking after their machines more, battling private competition. So all these things was good initiatives, and it worked
Yeah.
out really well.
Yeah.
And they also, all the government guest houses, they made it like Airbnb. So there's a KTDC website, and you can stay in any of the government guest houses now.
Oh,
And
that's
it's
good.
full, and it's full. So that also started creating a lot of income.
Yeah.
And, this thing. So in a way, that is uh, a good direction to go in. And there is also a lot of state owned enterprises that was also turned around, like newsprint. Kerala has a newsprint factory which was on the
Yeah.
verge of shutting down, but now it is one of the best performing state owned enterprises.
Really? Okay.
They make newsprint, they supply to all the newspapers, everything from Kerala itself. So that makes a big difference. So yeah, I mean, after this dramatic week, what are we going to talk about next week? you know this is like,
It's
nothing
already
will be as same.
now.
But we might have a new chief minister,
Yeah,
so
so we can talk
that,
about
that
his.
we can talk about that. What is the choice and all that. We might also have an opposition, new opposition. Vijay could be the chief minister, or could not be the chief minister, or still we are waiting.
Yes, and
What's going to happen in Bengal? So all these things will be good to discuss next week.
yeah,
Next week I'll be in Dubai,
okay,
so
it's more
I'll be
close.
closer to your time zone.
Yes,
Yeah.
because now what time is it there? It's pretty late, no? No.
I think it's about 10:30. It is 10:34. I was also thinking, remember last time we spoke about Polymart market,
Yeah, Body
and
Market. Oh, what happened there, by
I
the
want
way?
to see, what happened in, but I don't know if I'll be able to access the site from here
Oh,
because it's
because
banned.
it's banned there, huh?
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, it's banned.
Can I say it from here? Do I need to have an
Yeah,
account
yeah,
or?
yeah. Just go to polymarket.com.
Okay, let me see. Poly Market. Oh, now in Poly Market, guess what they're betting on? Hantavirus pandemic 2026. Kerala election. Was that
Yeah.
the? Don't see it this time.
Somebody must have made a good amount of money.
Kerala election.
Maybe once it's over, they don't.
Yeah, because now I
Yeah.
see only Kerala Blasters or whatever. I don't see
No, no,
Kerala
no,
election anymore.
no, no. Okay, I'll try to look at it. Maybe we'll discuss it next week.
Yeah, our next episode.
Yeah, yeah. But this new virus, it's 40% chance of death, and
Yeah,
yeah, so it's
not looking good.
interesting.
Yeah.
If it's that high death, it doesn't spread because people who get it die, so they don't spread it around. But I think they have contained much of it. But let's see. There are people who've flown to Singapore. I think one person is isolated already.
Okay.
Um,
I was thinking this. You know how this came across on the first news that I saw was about the boat, the cruise
yeah,
ship
yeah.
had it. That's like something out of a horror movie that you see. Like oh somebody died and then don't know what the problem, and then one day you get to know this.
I'm definite it has enough for a Netflix series like White Lotus or something.
Yeah, yeah,
It has everything that is required for it. It's unbelievable.
yeah. I hope that is on another
How it
COVID.
started on a ship, like who is patient
Yeah,
zero,
yeah.
you know, and why it happened on a ship. all the conspiracy theory people will be going crazy. Maybe there's a lab in the ship,
Yeah.
this is
Where was the first port?
but why a ship and why from there, but in a way it is lucky. But if it was somewhere else, in a bigger cruise ship, and then it loaded off in a place where there isn't much health checks, it would have spread like crazy.
Yeah, it would have been really scary actually. Have you been on a cruise ship before?
No,
Yeah, it doesn't give me a lot of envy to go on any cruise. Actually, I'm just like a bit icked out by the hearing a cruise ship. I'm immediately thinking about
I
dying
don't
on.
think the cruise. I haven't been ever enticed by it because the only thing in the cruise ship I think is the view,
Yeah,
which is like water everywhere. But do you just want to keep seeing that all the time? It doesn't make any sense. I would prefer if I was in a smaller boat and
like a
it's
light
swaying
yacht.
by the waves, yeah, and and then we're getting somewhere.
Yeah,
I get to change the direction a little bit here and there, so feel like you're in control. I think
yeah,
otherwise this is like a floating city. It's not making any difference. So most of these boats also have like packages where you can eat and drink whatever you want. There's a casinos. Most of them have casinos,
right.
and so
Yeah,
I think people just go there to get let loose. So no idea.
yeah. Not very attractive. I don't
Yeah. Are
know.
you looking forward to your London trip?
Yes, I am. I am. I've last time I was in London, it was the COVID virus. So the
Yeah.
fact that the Fanta virus is coming back makes me really scared.
So I have good news. I don't think Solango can join me in Dubai.
Ah,
So because our
okay.
company has not okayed her trip to Dubai,
Because of
so
the
yeah. So she'll be there. So you guys can hang.
yeah, I'll text her. I'll text her.
Text her.
I would.
Text. That'll be
Yeah.
good.
But
All right. So this is it for this week, and next week we'll come with more. What do you call? Interesting stuff. We should also invest in like I'll try to do more of editing and maybe background music or
yes, some
but as we go. But last time's performance was very good. I think it's like a few hundred viewers, but on an average, people watched it for like 5 minutes, which is good.
this is good, no, for a first
Yeah,
episode.
yeah. It's quite
We'll
good.
say,
And I didn't promote it. I didn't promote it highly or anything. I just put it in our family groups and things.
yeah.
But other than that, it's good.
We had a comment from somebody as well. I don't know if it's one of your friends or somebody or no.
I have no idea. I don't know either of them, but it's good. It's like
But
about
it was
eight.
nice comments. I was like, okay, pleasant, super nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you to our one loyal viewer.
Yeah. Well, the plan is that if we do this every week, and consistency is the key. If you do it every week for 1 year, worst case scenario, we might have like 12 viewers or something. But the good thing is that into the future, in 20, 30 years, I still have that picture of you singing, a video of you singing when you were this thing. So it could be something like that. People can look
That
back and
people
see.
can show when we are old, right? They're like, you
Yeah.
remember you used to do this.
Good, good, good. All right. So let's call it a short, call it a night day for you
Yeah, night for you.
for this week, and we'll see each other next week.
Yes, sounds good.
All right.